Blessed morning, guys. And as you all know, it's Wednesday, so it's work. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So I know it's been a while since we did our Word Wednesday. It's been a few weeks. God has had me all over the place, and not only that, my flesh beating it into submission, y'all. Boy, I ain't even had a battle harder than beating the flesh. So the last time we talked, Joshua and the Israelites had overtaken a lot of places, Jericho, they became allies with Gibeon. Of course, a little trick was done for that to happen, but you guys can go back and see the other videos if you haven't already to catch up. So right now we're going to continue in Joshua. And the last time we spoke, Lebanon was delivered up to Joshua and the Israelites, their kings as well. Remember, they were battling up against 5 kings. Like, they heard about all the good things that the Israelites had done, how God had them making moves, right? Get down and lay down. If you lay down, you're going to stay down. Joshua was looking like beans in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And so these kings team up. It's like, hey, I heard you had an enemy of my enemy. We might as well be friends and get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? And Joshua had all 5 of them impaled at the stake. So what it said, Joshua had the kings put to death and impaled on 5 stakes. At evening, Joshua had them taken down and thrown into the cave they hid in, large stones placed over them. So remember, they had fled and hid in the cave, and Joshua had the shock troops, the big men on campus, go roll some stones in front of it so they can be stuck into the side. Find out what I'm gonna do with them. You know what I'm saying? After he found out what he was gonna do with them, i.e., impale them on the stake, he had them out of there. And when he did what he needed to do for the people, he said, "I'm gonna put them right back in that same hole they cowardly hid in." I'm just saying, baby, that's a strong black king right there. Okay, so the text then goes into just talking about all the places they had overtook. All the places they had overtook, and like Lachish, Elgon, just a lot of different places. Eglon, where kings was trying to team up against them, and they was running through them, baby. They was love the smell of coffee and minks in the morning. All right, y'all, I'm just going to read a little bit of this. It's Joshua chapter 10, verse 41. Joshua conquered them from Kadesh Barnea to Gaza, all the land of Bashan, and up to Gibeon. All those kings and their lands were conquered by Joshua at one single stroke. For the Lord, the God of Israel, fought for Israel. Now let's get into some more tea. So all these kings are hearing about all the things that Joshua and the Israelites are doing, how they are overtaking, how they are dominating the game, baby, how Big Bank is taking Little Bank, and they're concerned. And they're all coming together. So right now it has, when the news reached King Jabin of Hazor, he sent messages to King Jabab of Madon, to the king of Shimron, king of, I don't even know what that one say, y'all, and the other kings in the north. He sent letters to all the kings in the north, baby. It was like 7 or 8 of them. They decided they're going to come against Israel. Like, yeah, we hear you. You know what I'm saying? We was the originals. They were just slaves. We was the originals. Let's show them boss. They ain't show nobody nothing, because the Israelites took them down too. So this is what God tells Joshua. God is like, don't be afraid of them. Tomorrow around this time, I'm going to have them lying slain right before you. You shall hamstring their horses and burn their chariots. Not only is we going to beat them down, we're going to make sure they ain't got nowhere to go after we beat them down. Ain't nobody getting free. Everybody got to go. Get out. So basically, they all gathered together. We finna go up against Israel. I think it was the whole north side. Yeah. All the kings in the north gathered together. We finna go beat down Israel, though. Joshua and the Israelites was like,
I heard you was looking for me.
Okay, so after Joshua gets rid of these kings and all of their crew, mow them down, he goes to King Hazor. And King Hazor was formerly like the king over all of these kingdoms, right? And he take them down, he burn them up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like big dog campus. So now he has authority over all of these kings and their territories. The surrounding towns Joshua didn't touch, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you need a witness to greatness. I ain't gonna take y'all in because I need y'all to tell everybody about me. You know what I'm saying? If you kill everybody, what they say, if a tree fell in the woods and no one was there to hear it fall, did it really fall? If the Israelites mowed down these people and wasn't nobody there to tell the story, did they really do it? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, something to think about. All right, so this is chapter 11, verse 16. I just want to kind of give you guys an update of what they've overtaken. So it says Joshua conquered the whole of this region, the hill country of Judah, the Negev, the entire land of Goshen, the Shephelah, the Arabah, the hill country coastal plain of Israel, everything from Mount Halak, which ascends to Seir, all the way to Baal-gad, and in between the valley of Lebanon at the foot of Mount Hermon. So I'm reading, I read this ahead of time, y'all, but it's been like a few weeks because, you know, I'm waiting Judges now. This is the end of Joshua. So as I'm reading, you know, to recount and tell y'all the story, I'm getting all excited again just looking at it. So anyways, it says, apart from the Hivites who dwelt in Gibeon, not a single city came to terms with Israel. Not one person seen their success and said, I want to get on with you. Teach me the game goes. Nah, not one. What that tell you? So I'm not going to go too much into the names because y'all see I'm struggling, baby. I'm fighting for dear life with these names and these cities and countries and towns. But I will say they overtook 31 kings in total. Baby, they had a lot of land to break down, baby. 31 kings in total. And all they had to offer, baby, all their land, all their cattle, all their spoil, all their gold, all their copper. All right, guys, and that was the end of chapter 11. Chapter 12 was all about the dividing of the land that they had overtaken, you know, giving the tribes their just portion. And so now we're going to move over to Joshua chapter 13, where Joshua is now up in age and he's looking for a predecessor, kind of like Caleb. All right, so, you know, chapter 13 basically starts where Joshua is well in age now, and the Lord is like, Ninja, you old. We're going to need to find somebody to continue on this legacy. We still got a lot of land to get. You know what I'm saying? Word is bond. I promised y'all this and we're going to get it. So, what we going to do? And mind you, I want y'all to know, in some places that they failed to overtake. See, during those times where they disobeyed God and they didn't consult God from just making a decision to go out there, you know, like Gibeon, you know what I'm saying, where they were tricked into coming into a treaty with them, you know what I'm saying? So that means it's some of the Israelites who didn't get their own land, you know, because they weren't able to take out the people who dwelt there. And so they dwelt together. For example, it says, but the Israelites failed to depossess the Jeshurites, Makathasites, that wasn't right, and to remain among Israel, and they remain among Israel to this day. So basically, it's a few other tribes that they were not able to depossess that land, and they lived amongst them. And what's the trouble in this? The trouble in this is God specifically wanted them to be put to the sword, didn't want you to live amongst them because he did not want you to idolize their gods, you know, start to worship what they worship, you know, keep up with their customs because it was not of God, you know. And so I'm pretty sure this little tidbit of disobedience that caused some of them to not be able to get their land and instead have to live with the people that they were supposed to depossess out of the land, I'm pretty sure it was hard for them over the years. I'm pretty sure it was plenty of times they fell from grace because, I mean, you rolling around in mud. You laying down and every day with dogs. I know you got some fleas on you, you know. All right, guys, so that was awesome. You know, I don't want to get too deep into chapter 13 because, you know, these videos are going forever and I don't want to lose y'all attention because y'all know y'all attention span is, see, come back to me. You're thinking about the snap, come back to me. But anyway, so we'll finish this up for sure next Wednesday. Maybe we'll get together before then, you know. Anyways, it was great having this Bible study with you guys and just getting back to Joshua and the Israelites and chit-chatting up about what's going on with them, what's the latest with them, and God got big plans, you know, got big plans for them, got big plans for us, and I can't wait to read it and apply it to our lives and how we can take it with us moving forward, you know, learn from their mistakes, you know, and plug the lessons they've learned in our day-to-day so we can grow and we can be better and, you know, and God can favor us, you know. So I love you guys. Toodles.